Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the Niners, and it's coming up next.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with it. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Here's Edwards, throwing to start the drive. Screenplay, McKinnon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw is Edwards. Looking to throw on second down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Edwards on first down. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Open man right side is Tony. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Back to throw. Edwards. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Lance looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Edwards. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a 2nd down and 6. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Edwards. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter, and he's got a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Edwards now to throw on second down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Edwards. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Edwards looking to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some space here.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
To throw, it's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chenal. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Here's Edwards on 3rd down. Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, man, they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Lance.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
This would made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
And Lance now to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk from 13 yards out. And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And Grayson going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To throw is Edwards. Throwing to start the drive. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
we remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando, and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chiefs.
Operating from the gun, Edwards. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Kansas City.
First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
The Lance going to throw.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 45 on 2nd down,
Lance. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Over the dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Again, it's Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Gold is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken from about the 12.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for Kansas City. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half from the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Lance, and the grab by Croft. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, San Francisco, to pick up 14 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
The kick by Gold is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Edwards throwing to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Edwards.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
Edwards now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Lance looking to throw it. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Always got some breathing room.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
You're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice plug and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
The kick by Gould is good, and they have regained the lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Edwards throwing on first down. Screen play, McKinnon. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Edwards to throw on 2nd down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
McKinnon now going to try the left side. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's brought down to the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Edwards to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Edwards eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This for the lead in the final stages. Butker's kick here is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Lance and the Niners down 17-16, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Lance looking to throw.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. Now Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Here's Lance.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll be a San Francisco 1st down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
Lance back to throw.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
2nd and 11 now.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
He's back to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run once more with McKinnon. And down the numbers. There he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one will ensure that it'll take a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie this thing. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Now it's the Niners' turn. Trailing in this one now. 23 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10.
It's showtime, baby.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
Still first down.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
One final try now for Lance.
And this one too low.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.